Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Unity of Syracuse. The celebration team and I am very glad to be back. So thank you for having us. And this morning, if you could just stand, and I'm just going to say, if you dare to put your hands together. This is a great song. This is Family Sunday. And this song is called, There's a New Song Arising in the Hearts of the Children. So we are here to support our children today. So let's just sing this song to our children and for our children this morning, right? Good. There's a new song arising in the hearts of the children. New song arising in the hearts of God's own. There's a new song arising in the hearts of the children. New song arising in the hearts of God's own. A song of hope, a song of peace, a sound of liberation. There's a new song arising in the hearts of the children. New song arising in the hearts of God's own. There's a new song arising in the hearts of the children. New song arising in the hearts of God's own. A song of hope, oh yeah. A song of peace. Already? The shout of victory, yeah. There's a new song arising in the hearts of the children. New song arising in the hearts of God's own. There's a new song arising in the hearts of the children. New song arising in the hearts of God's own. A song of hope. A song of peace. The sound of liberation. The shout of victory. Yeah! There's a new song arising in the hearts of the children. New song arising in the hearts of God's own. There's a new song arising in the hearts of the children. New song arising in the hearts of God's own. A song. Oh, this is a song of hope today. And it's a song of peace today. And if you need some liberation, it's right here. The shout of victory. Yeah! There's a new song arising in the hearts of the children. New song arising in the hearts of God's own. There's a new song arising in the hearts of the children. New song arising in the hearts of God's own.
Thank you, celebration team. Thank you, Sally. Wasn't that great? And a second welcome to Unity of Syracuse. We're so very glad you're here in person or watching us via live stream. My name is Nancy Hazard, and I'm your platform assistant for today. Let's open up with the reading of today's daily word. The word for today, let go, let God. In the silence, I feel the presence and peace of God. Jesus went to the mountaintop to pray. He left the crowds and his disciples to be fully present in the silence. My mountain retreat may be symbolic as I seek time apart. Whether in a chapel, a favorite chair, or quiet moments carved out from a hectic schedule, I spend time in silent communion with God. In the silence, I turn within to a private meeting place. In this inner chamber, away from outer distractions, I pray, meditate, and listen. I am open and receptive to that still small voice, to inspiration, to divine direction. Here in sacred oneness, I feel the assurance and peace of God. I relax my body, gently set aside my concerns, focus on my breathing, and allow myself to be enfolded in divine love. In the silence, there is peace as I let go and let God. And from Matthew chapter 14, verse 23, he went up the mountain by himself to pray. When evening came, he was there alone. So I'd appreciate it if you already have your eyes closed. Keep them that way. And if you're comfortable, please close your eyes just for a moment. I want to reread some of these words with a slight revision. So in the silence, turn within to that special meeting place. Away from outer distractions, open up. Be receptive to that still small voice, to divine direction. In sacred oneness, feel the assurance and peace of God. Relax your body, gently set aside any concerns. Focus on your breathing. Allow yourself to be enfolded in that divine love. More than allowing yourself to be enfolded, be aware that you are enfolded, held in divine love. For even if you choose not to be aware, you are. You are always enfolded in that divine love. There's peace as we let go and let God. And say amen. Thank you. Now today would normally be the time the children would go downstairs to Youth and Family Ministry, but today is Family Sunday, so they're staying up here with us, and we greatly appreciate your presence, kids, here and the service you perform during the day. And now if everyone would stand as you're able and join me in reading our statement of being. You'll see it on the screen. God is all, both visible and invisible. One presence, one mind, one power is all. This one that is all is perfect life, perfect love, and perfect substance. I am an individualized expression of God. I am ever one with this perfect life, perfect love, and perfect substance. And now you're encouraged to stay standing where you are. Greet individuals nearby. If you prefer not to hug, please extend your hand for a handshake. And for anyone watching us via live streaming, you may opt to hug someone in the room or just give yourself a great hug.
What would you do if I sang out of tune? Would you stand up and walk out on me? Lend me your ear and I'll sing you a song. Oh, I'll try not to sing out of key. Come on now. Oh, I get by with a little help from my friends. I know I can try a little little help. Oh, yeah, yeah, I get by with a little help from my friends. What do you do if love seems far away? We are here to say you're not alone. How do you feel at the end of the day when you know that oh, you're never alone? Come on. Oh, I get by. Oh, I get by. I know I can try. Oh, I can try. Yes, I can. Oh, I get by. I get by. Reach out and touch somebody's hand. Make this world. Come on, reach out and touch somebody today. Reach out and touch somebody's hand. Make this world a better place. If you can, reach out and touch. Yeah! Can't you feel it today? We're going to make this world a better place today. Yes, we are. Reach out and touch somebody's hand. Oh, reach out. Oh, make this world a better place. Oh, we know you can. Reach out and touch somebody's hand. Make this world a better place. If you can, reach out and touch somebody's hand. Make this world a better place. If you can, reach out and touch somebody's hand. Make this world a better place. Oh, if you can.
Did I miss? Thanks again, celebration team, and everyone involved. That was great. Announcements for today. Please, when you leave the sanctuary, be sure and check out the full announcements on the back of the bulletin, and I'm going to share a few of them. YFM is collecting donations for the yard sale. And of course, YFM wants to thank everybody who brought bottles and cans and put them outside the garage for their fundraiser. This, again, is a fundraiser for YFM. They're asking that you drop off in the manse by next Sunday any things that you may consider appropriate for a garage sale. In addition to that, if you want your own space, there's still spaces available for $10. If you're interested, contact Mina. Mina's right over there, okay? Of course, we're encouraging people to, at the end of the sale, donate 10% of their sales as well. Not required, but certainly would be appropriate. If you can make something for the bake sale that's going to be held that day, again, this is June 17th, please contact Joanne Niedzwicki. She's sitting next to Mina, or sign up downstairs. Okay, I believe today is the last day to buy duck race tickets. How many have them already? That doesn't mean we can't keep buying them, because half of the sales, they're $5 a piece. The race is next Saturday on the 10th. Half of the money gets donated to Unity. Obviously, an opportunity for you to win a prize, but also to help out the church. The race is to discourage racism. That's what it's all about. Okay. We still need volunteers for both the yard sale, which is again on the 17th of this month, and for the chicken barbecue, which is scheduled for the 24th. So please sign up downstairs. And now Patty Oatman is going to come up and share a few things. Yes, you do. Get up here.
I just wanted to add to those announcements. One of the things going on is, you rent your own table and have different vendors, but the youth group is taking the collections. We're also going to declutter the church. This is your last chance to pick up those potluck dishes and pans and muffin pans. I have them set up in the green room today, so please take a look, and also the lost and found stuff. Take one last look and make sure there isn't something that you've forgotten, because it will be going to the yard sale to help declutter around here. And in terms of duck race tickets, it was a gorgeous day selling duck race tickets yesterday. Not a lot of purchases. So my commitment is if you take 10 duck race tickets with you today, they're due back, Reverend Edith, on Wednesday. I will come get them from you. If you, I'll leave my phone number downstairs. Come see me. Take some duck race tickets and try to sell some more, because we have lots left. And the other thing was the donations, not to go in the green room. You can put them in the hall to the manse if you come during the week and you can't quite get to there. But the green room is used extensively during the week, so we don't want to leave anything in there. So thank you.
Now we'd like to welcome our guests. Anyone here for the second or third time, or may not have been here for quite some time and they're returning? Please raise your hand if that's you. No, I don't see any hands, okay. And what about anyone visiting for the first time? I thought I saw a new face, okay. Welcome, we're really glad you're here. And an usher's going to bring you a gift and a welcome packet. And we're going to give Reverend Edith a chance to come back and greet you as well. The gift you're receiving is a candle that represents the light of Spirit. That candle represents the light of Spirit shining within you. And it's our hope that you will, when you light this candle, remember your light within and Unity of Syracuse. And we hope to see you back again soon.
And we're going to just take a moment to just really love and appreciate you being here today. That the light that is shining brightly around you is what's filling up this whole room. And so you are the most important person here today, and anyone who is newer here, even less than a year, less than 2 years, less than 10. How about less than 30? How about 40? Can I get a 50? All of us make this spiritual community so amazing and so heartfelt, and hopefully with your first time here you felt a little bit of our love, just a little bit. So thank you so much for coming. Thank you.
And of course, we invite you and everyone here to join us downstairs after the service for some fellowship time and refreshments. I know there's a lot of goodies down there. Okay, and also you've been given a welcome packet with a yellow slip on it. We'd appreciate it if you would fill that out, take it to the bookstore downstairs, and there will be an additional gift for you down there. Okay. Our 5 basic principles you can see on the screen. Nope. One more time. There we go. Okay, we'll do birthday after. 5 basic principles. On the screen, you can see our 5 basic tenets of unity. Anybody, I need 1 or 2 people who are willing to share for a couple minutes something that you've seen as a demonstration of 1 or more of these principles. Any volunteers? Yes, Nikki. That's you, honey. Oh, wait a minute, I'm sorry. EJ's going to bring you the microphone.
Oh, okay. I've spoken about this previously at different on different Sundays that I've really been struggling to find employment in the right capacity. I've worked a bunch of part-time jobs, and so I'm looking up at a couple of those, actually, maybe 3 and 4, but we definitely create our life experiences through our way of thinking. And the more praying and tuning into this message from God that I'm meant to be a leader, I'm meant to be a leader, I'm meant to be a leader, that has led me to diligently scour the job ads and be led to the right ads and the right places. And I literally just walked into a store the other day and had no intention of this altogether. I have been made the assistant manager of a store, and I had no idea that that was what the Lord was leading me to until it happened. So the more we think we are worthy, the opportunities will present themselves.
Awesome. Thank you. Anyone else? Koswa.
So we went to DC last weekend, and the intent was to go to the African American Smithsonian Museum, and we were able to do that. Only the competition for the free tickets is astronomical, so we didn't get tickets the first day the way we thought we were supposed to. But we were standing outside, and these 2 women walked up to us and said, "Are you going in?" I said, "No, we can't get tickets." They handed us tickets, so we were able to go in. So the second day, because we decided we were going the second day as well, there were some young people, 4 young ones, 1 from California, 1 from Rhode Island, and 2 from Connecticut, who did not have tickets, and they were sitting there chatting with me. We actually had tickets that day. And they said, "Oh, we're not getting in." I said, faith. You just got to have faith. Put it out there in the world that you're going to get tickets, and that will happen. Well, how's that going to happen? I said, well, ask people. Just walk up and ask people, because people have tickets. They get more online than they need, and they'll have tickets. So he tried it a few times, 7 times to be exact, and nobody would give him a ticket. When he sat back down and went, "I'm from California, I'm not going to get in." I said, "Faith." Remember, I said, "Faith." Somebody walked up to him without prompting, handed him a ticket. So they needed 4. So I said, don't go there. Hold the intention. Then 2 young women walked up and handed over 4 tickets. So they now had 5. So my response to them was, okay, now you got to pay it forward. This is what this is all about. You have to pay it forward. And so a family came up with 2 adults and 3 kids, and I think they thought the youngest one didn't need a ticket. And they did. They handed off that 5th ticket that they had. And then one of the young women says, "Are you a seer?" I said, "No, I just have faith." And that's what it's all about.
Thank you, Akoswa. That's awesome. And obviously, both of those sharings reflect our 5 basic principles and the power that we have within. And now let's go back to the birthdays. Now, this is the first Sunday of the month of June. Anybody who has a birthday in June, please stand. All right. All right. And a reminder, Natalie, are you having the kids pass them out now or later? Later. Okay. Yes, at the end of the service, the children will be passing out the little blue cards, because that's our color for the month. The power of the month is? Nakira, honey, I'm sorry. Do come. Nakira is going to share this good information with us.
The power of the month is imagination. The description,
Disciple.
what is it?
Bartholomew.
The color is light blue. The location is in between your eyes.
Thank you, Nakira.
Great. Thank you, Nakira. Just one way that the youth and family ministry are of service to us. Okay, and now is the prayer portion of the service. Will the prayer chaplain serving today please stand? Okay. Akosawa, Anwal, and I can be that as well after the service. So you'll find one of us downstairs and 2 upstairs after the service to pray with you. Now, every Sunday, we have a silent time of meditation from 10:30 to 10:45, and then from 10:45 to 10:55, prayer chaplains are available to pray with you. So it's before the service and after the service. So at this time, we're going to bless our prayer intentions or requests. Unity was founded on prayer. At Silent Unity, prayer has been continuous for over 125 years. It's 24/7. It's just amazing. So if you have not yet placed your written prayer intention in the box, you can do so at the end of the service, and certainly hold it in your heart right now. Prayer intentions are held in prayer in confidence here for 30 days. No one reads them. And then we mail them to Silent Unity, where they hold them in prayer for another 30 days. Now a prayer chaplain is going to pray. Natalie, you're doing that for us. Thank you.
Morning, everybody. So as we just close our eyes and take a deep breath and breathe in the love, the peace, the joy, the excitement, the beauty that is around us, where we bask in the light, the pure beauty of oneness that we all feel together right now in this moment. We know that there is so much strength and comfort in this love, and we let go and release all that is not love. And as we breathe, we feel our bodies energized. We feel all our prayers of our hearts already in divine order. For we ask and we receive. And together as one, we say, thank you, God. You are our source. Amen.
And now it is time for our meditative portion of this service. Now, some of you have already joined me in closing your eyes. And if you have not, I invite you to do so. If you're not comfortable closing your eyes, I ask that you simply focus on one spot in the room. For there is no spot where God is not. Focusing perhaps on this light up here as the light that shines for you on our Christ candle. Perhaps focusing on the spot just in front of your feet or your lap. But focusing on a spot so that we can pour our energy and our beingness into that now moment. And for those of us who have our eyes closed, I invite you to imagine that you are seeing through your eyes to this light that is shining brightly, representing you. So simply relax, relaxing even more fully into the seat where we're sitting, imagining that we are becoming one with that seat, and the seat is becoming one with us as we let go. We let God and we let go. We let God and we let go. And in these moments, if you could imagine yourself just for a moment full of this light, and that light is brought on by us thinking about someone who is our friend. It may be a new acquaintance, or it may be someone we have known for a very, very long time. And bring to your mind how much you love and appreciate that friend. And bring them up and think about what that feels like in the body to love and appreciate a friend. Allowing that feeling to radiate, to vibrate through every cell of our bodies. And if that feeling is a feeling of love, a feeling of joy, a feeling of appreciation, I invite you to breathe it into your heart space as if your heart is the place that pumps it out through the rest of your body. Breathing in love, breathing in joy, breathing in appreciation. Into the heart, directing it toward the heart, and knowing that it moves from the heart into every cell throughout our body equally at the same time. And feel that, experience it. And know, dear one, that it doesn't stop there at your body, that it is actually radiating out from your body as an experience, as a vibration. We allow it to vibrate out into this whole sanctuary, where we lift our vibrational level higher and higher, higher and higher, higher and higher, such that we are light, such that it is almost as if we could float right across the pew. And we sit with the beingness of this experience as we take it into a silent time, a time where we consciously co-create, co-connect with the spirit, the source of our beingness, God the good, omniscience, everywhere present. And we consciously connect with each other in these moments as we allow this vibration to move us to another realm of being, transforming us together as one. In the silence, we go deeper together, and we take these words: I am being a friend. I am being a friend. I am being a friend. In the silence, we go deeper together. I am. I am being. I am being a friend. We take this higher by acknowledging our friends, by saying, thank you. Thank you for being. Thank you for being a friend. And in this moment, in this most sacred space that we have created, we hold in our hearts now all of the prayer intentions in our prayer box, calling them higher, knowing that the highest and best is being created for them. And if anyone has any person or any situation or circumstance on their heart, then bring that to this space now. The names, the situations, the people, four-legged, someone's, the world, France, London, everywhere that it doesn't seem to appear to have friends, we hold them in the highest regard right now, calling them higher as we are calling ourselves higher, for we are one. And in this moment, we also give ourselves an acknowledgement for being our own friends right here in this moment in time. We give thanks. We give thanks for all the children that are here. The sounds that they make just let us know that they're here. We give thanks for them too. In this moment, we give great thanks for this space, for this time, and we simply let it be. And so it is. Amen.
This is our song to all of you today, our commitment to you. When darkness falls upon your heart and soul, I'll be the light that shines for you. When you're forgetting how beautiful you are, I'll be there to remind you. When you can't find your way, I'll find my way to you. When troubles come around, I will come to you. I'll be your shoulder when you need someone to lean on. Be your shelter when you need someone to see you through. I'll be there to carry you. I'll be there. I'll be the rock that will be strong for you, the one that will hold on to you when you feel that rain falling down. When there's nobody else around, I'll be. And when you're there with no one else to hold, I'll be the arms that reach for you. And when you feel your faith is running low, I'll be there to believe in you. When all you find your eyes on me, the truth you need.
You need someone to run to, you can run to me.
I'll be your shoulder when you need someone there's nobody else around, I'll
be the sun when your heart will be breaking. I'll be the one to kiss the rain away.
I'll be your
Shoulder when you need someone to lean on. Be your shelter when you need someone to see you through. I'll be there to carry you. I'll be there. I'll be the rock that will be strong for you. The one that will hold on to you when you feel that rain falling down.
When there's
Nobody else around, I'll be.
Thank you. Good morning. I have a book. I know. So here's the name of the book. And anybody who's children or children at heart, you can come on up and sit on the steps and listen to my story. So for those out there in Cyberland, hello, love streamers. This is Family Sunday. I'm Reverend Edith Washington Woods, the senior minister here. And I read a book on the first Sunday of the month. Yay! So our book is called Be a Friend. Look at that. See the two people being a friend? Yes, it's lovely. So this young man, his name is Dennis. Dennis he was an ordinary boy, that's what it says. However, who expressed himself in extraordinary ways. Have you ever done that? You think you're ordinary, but then you have these extraordinary things you do that are not quite like other people? That'd be Dennis. Everyone called him a mime boy, M-I-M-E. You see him? Do you know what a mime is? Yes, what? She's doing it. That's what miming is, yes, and that's what Dennis liked to do. It's very good, thank you. Dennis didn't speak a word. He would only act in scenes. See? So the dotted line is not really what's there. He's miming them. He's acting it out. So he's pulling a rope, and what is he doing here? What do you think? What do you think? He's in a box, so he's holding the box up. Hold it up, hold it up. He's riding an imaginary bike. See that? I know, it's cool, isn't it? And he's walking up and down the stairs, imaginary stairs. See all of his little red lines? That's not really there. He's playing, pretending, imagining. Some children would show and tell in class. You know, you bring your things, don't you? You have your show and tell. You're going to take it to school and show what you got new. Perhaps it's a new phone. You're not supposed to take those, are you? Well, we just want to show people. That's all, just show and tell. But Dennis would mime his instead. So notice he's being an egg. And here he's being a caterpillar. In this one, he's decided to be a butterfly. I know, it's really funny, isn't it? Some children would climb a tree. See, they're over here in the tree climbing it like my brother Man. His nickname was Monkey Man when we were children because he climbed trees. So We shortened the monkey part, now we just call him man. It's man with 2 ends. So man, if you're looking, I'm talking about you. But Dennis was happy to be a tree. Can everybody make a tree? Can I make a tree? Oh, grow your branches like way out there to the roof. It's growing, growing, and the rain is falling and we grow more. Yes, you're being a tree. Perfect. You're doing exactly like Dennis. But even trees get lonely sometimes. Yeah, all the friends are over there playing, and Dennis is over here being a tree. So Dennis was getting kind of lonely. Dennis felt very invisible. See, there's the box, the little box that's going around it, and I know, and he's like inside of a box, and no one can see him. It says here, it was as if he were standing on the other side of a wall. See that wall? It's an imaginary wall. That's sad, isn't it? I don't want to be Dennis. I know, that's Dennis over there. Until, oh, you saw that, didn't you? It's very attentive, thank you. Until one day, Dennis had an imaginary ball and well, here it goes. One day, Dennis kicked an imaginary ball. See, he kicked it? Dot, 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 there's the dot, dots. What happened to the ball? What do you think? What? It rolled away. Oh. You think a girl can? Oh, you're telling my story. And someone caught it. I know, it's a girl. She was not an imaginary girl. She was on the other end and she caught the ball. So can you imagine if you threw a ball out there? Imagine throwing a ball out there and way over there in the back, Donnie or EJ caught it. Yes, you just throw the ball, catch it, catch, yes, catch it, yes. So we could do that with, what is that, the NBA, yes. They're playing the ball. We can imagine our team having an imaginary ball going in the, we do that, don't we? Come on, get it in, get that ball in, get it in. We're imagining, we're seeing the ball going in the hoop, and then it doesn't. There was no wall between Dennis and Joy. Oh, her name is Joy, by the way. It was more like a mirror. It was like they had put up their hands, as in the book, and they're seeing each other for the first time.
Wait, do they both have face paint on?
No, they didn't. Just Dennis did. And they saw the world exactly the same way. So notice what they're doing here. What are they doing?
He's floating.
They're on a seesaw, but it's not really there. So can you imagine? One of them is going down, and the other one's going up, and the other one's going down, and then the other one on the other side is going, as if they're really teeter-totter. They're doing it. And do you think at that moment that Dennis would be really happy? You think? Yes. Yes. So Dennis and Joy didn't say a word because friends don't have to. They didn't have to say a word because friends don't have to. Do you get that? Like all of you guys sitting right here. You're all friends, even though you may not see each other often. You don't have to say a word. You can say it with your eyes or say it with your smile, right? That's what's so amazing about being a friend. But they laughed out loud with jazz hands. So the jazz hands are like this, okay? And guess what? If people are deaf and they can't hear, that's how they greet each other, like this. You do like that. No clapping. This is clapping. This is clapping. If you don't have an ability to speak. And so they called it jazz hands in this book. And lastly, everybody else was able to see their world. And now all the friends are coming over and playing imaginary jump rope. Isn't that cool? So you could do that. You could be like a mime and have all these little different ways that you can be. You could jump rope, you could be in a box, you could be a flower, you could be a butterfly, so many different things. Or you can make up your own. The key is to be a friend. Have you been a friend to somebody today, Tavion? Huh? How about you, Curtis?
Yeah.
You got a friend? How about you, Thomas? Yes, being a friend? How about you guys back there? Have you been a friend to somebody today? Yes. Great. Somebody's laughing. All right, well, thank you very much. I'm going to continue on. You guys can go back and sit down, and I'll continue on with my lesson. Thank you for joining me. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm going to bring this a little closer, just because I don't like to be so far away. So being a friend, you know, if you could imagine being a friend, imagine being a friend, that you, when you're being a friend, you can reach out and touch someone. Just like the celebration team sang, reach out and touch somebody's hand. Make this world a better place. What if it was like that everywhere? What if it was like that with people who we've been seeing in the world, that all these horrible things have been happening in Manchester and now in, was it London yesterday? Yeah, and I didn't know about it until late last night when I was being a night owl. I was, what happened in London? Again? But what if everybody took on being a friend? You see, you can't be a friend and be unloving at the same time. You just can't. You know, sometimes those friends are someone we just meet all of a sudden, right? I know for me, it could be going in a grocery store and you're standing in the line and the line is really long. And I don't know about you, but I have an issue with being in a long line. I can't find it. And I go to the other line and it's longer. Or it's shorter and more stuff is in the baskets overflowing people. So what do? I do what most people would do. I look at the tabloids. Now, I refuse to look at the ones because of Princess Diana ever since that 20 years ago. But to me, People magazine is not a tabloid. I made that up in my mind and with my imagination. So I'm looking at People magazine and I'm noticing the things on there, what it's talking about, and I end up finding a friend. That friend is either behind me or in front of me. And we start having this conversation about some deep philosophical thought that's happening in People magazine. And all of a sudden we have that connection. Have you ever had that you have this friend, you don't know their name, you have never met them before, you may never have an encounter with them ever again in life, but in a moment in time, we have brought into our consciousness, into our beingness, a friend for a moment. And really, that's all it takes, isn't it? You know, friendship doesn't necessarily mean that we've been friends with someone for 25, 35, 55 years. Sometimes a friend is the friends that we have in a moment that come up to say to us, I am here for you right now. You see, that's what happened with our story with Dennis and Joy. Dennis was feeling very alone. He was feeling like he was invisible, and I'm sure he was praying, right? Like we do in our fourth unity basic principle where we pray. I pray. And I'm sure that he was praying for a friend, and he kept doing his miming and throwing stuff at people that they didn't feel it because it wasn't real. And he threw that ball way over there in the back for Donnie to catch. And instead, Joy caught it. And all of a sudden, in that moment, she was there for him. She was there for him. I'll be here for you right now. He hadn't known her before. It didn't say that in the book. They didn't know each other. She just, all of a sudden, where did she come from? And she came in the moment for the prayer to be answered. You see, that's what it's all about when we're talking about being a friend. So let's talk a little bit about the whole idea of miming. And I don't know why I'm moving around. It's not me. So I'll move it, see if that helps. Okay. How about right here? Okay, let's try this. So miming is when we move our bodies without saying a word, right? Remember, we had that wonderful example by the children. Thank you very much for showing us what miming looked like. But what about in our lives? What about the gestures that we make? You ever had that happen? You walk into a room, you've had a conversation with someone on the phone in your car, and you're not very happy. Perhaps you had an argument. I don't know. So you walk into the room, and people look at you like, whoa, what's happening with that person? You haven't said anything. But the gestures you're making tell the whole story. It doesn't have to tell the person necessarily. It just tells the story that something's happening, you're upset about something, and we walked in the door with that energy. But what about the energy of when you're really happy? You've just had this hilarious time with your bestest friend, and you're laughing, and you walk in the room, and your smile lights up the place. You've had that too, right? Both of them. And so we actually are miming all the time. We're actually miming all the time. We're miming with our eyes, we're miming with our smiles, we're miming with every beingness of us, giving that energy out. Because there's an energy about us when we're happy, there's an energy about us when we're sad, there's an energy about us when we feel like we're connected with another and we're not feeling alone, like Dennis. You know, our revealing word talks about this when we're talking about our spiritual power for the month, imagination. And Charles Fillmore says this about, Charles Fillmore is the co-founder of Unity, by the way. He says this, he says, what man pictures or imagines in his mind will eventually appear in his body. So remember when we walk in the door, we've had that conversation where we weren't so happy, or we've had that conversation where we were just elated and we walk in with this humongous smile on our face that warms the whole room, and everybody's, hi, oh, I'm so glad to see you. And then when we're not having that energy, we walk in and we're upset, and people, sometimes they don't even know if they can speak to you. Like, I don't think I should say anything to that person. I feel their sadness, anger, frustration, whatever, you name the word. We can imagine some words, right? Mm-hmm. But we're able to really outpicture that. And when we look at our third basic unity principle, and it's about our thoughts being things, the thoughts held in mind produce after their own kind. That we get to shift a thought. We get to transform how we've been being in a way that has people feel invited, that has people feel warm and welcomed and ready to receive our friendship. Well, you know, it's very interesting that we have this book that goes along with what we're doing today, because our book for today is all about being a friend. And yet, we had this guy, Dennis, who was very alone, very sad, he felt like he was invisible. And I don't know if anybody has ever felt that way. I know I have, felt like I was invisible. And what do you do about it? Well, somewhere, somehow, somebody shows up. And all of a sudden we have a friend. If you think back to when you were 5 or when you were 10 or when you were 15, in those times when you might have felt like you were alone or invisible, and you had that friend that showed up. Seems like out of the blue. Well, the power of the month is blue, so why not out of the blue? But our Bible verse for today can help us understand what it means where two or more are gathered. And this Bible verse comes from Ecclesiastes chapter 4, verses 9 and 10, and it says, 2 are better than 1, because they have a good reward for their toil. For if they fall, one will lift up the other. But woe to one who is alone and falls and does not have anyone, does not have another to help. You see, at this point, Dennis, in our book, he doesn't have to worry about falling, because he has his friend Joy to help lift him up. Well, how many times for us do we have someone that can help lift us up? How many times for us are we willing to be lifted up? You see, it's like having two peas in a pod, right? Like if we're two peas in a pod, that means that we're connected, we're together. We're in this thing growing as one. And yet, we're still two peas in a pod. And so when we get that we're connected like that, then we're willing to help each other and to be helped along the way. Not help like it's something wrong. Let's change that word to assist. That we're able to assist each other. Right? And when we're able to assist each other, then we all grow together. And sometimes we have our bumps along the way. That just is part of how life is. And yet, you know, in some of the songs, part of the song that the celebration team sang, they said this. What would you do if I sang out of tune? Would you stand up and walk out on me? Would you snicker? Would you laugh? Would you say, oh? But what about if we got up there and sang that tune right with them? And we all were out of tune. We'd just be out of tune together. Yeah? You know, it probably happens when we sing the peace song or something. Everybody's not in tune, but how can you tell? You really can't. Because we're all singing as one. We've all become this harmonious, peaceful, existing beingness. And the people who are out of tune can't tell they're out of tune, and the people who are in tune, we're just having one tune together like two peas in a pod. You know, Helen Keller said this. She said, it's not supposed to be there yet. Go back. There we go. Helen Keller said this, I would rather walk with a friend in the dark than alone in the light. Isn't that something? It's pretty powerful. Now, how many times are we walking around alone in the light? Well, Dennis was. And he had this sense of darkness within him, right? From the sadness. And then here, in the midst of the darkness, here comes joy to bring the light. To say, hey, the light is already here. I'm here, and I'm here with you. I'm standing with you. Well, I want to talk to you a little bit about someone that many of you may know about, and that is Charles Schulz. Remember? He made the Peanut comic strips. And with the Peanut comic strips, there was 3 main characters. You know who it was. Charlie Brown, Lucy, and Snoopy. Yes. So from the famous theological, philosophical words of Snoopy, he said this about being a friend. Now, oh gosh, what is it doing that? Go back, Snoopy. Okay, so thank you. So with Snoopy, I'll just explain what all these little words mean. He says that the perfect friend has a mind full of great advice, has ears ready to listen on a moment's notice, has a shoulder available to lean on, has strong feet for standing by your side, has eyes always happy to see you, has a mouth which loves to share a smile, has hands which are good for holding and helping, and I'm going to add hugging, you know, and then has a heart with a warm spot here for you. Isn't that wonderful? That's what being a friend is all about. And being a friend is the kind of friend that is genuine. Being a friend is a friend that can be there when we need help. Being a friend is someone who is willing to be a friend by being a friend. Being a friend is someone who is there to be the light that shines for you. I am being a friend by being the shoulder you can lean on. I am being a friend by being the eyes that can see your beautiful smile. You see, we are all each other's friends. No matter whether we just met each other or no matter whether we have known each other for a very, very long time. And I want to thank you for being my friend. I want to especially thank the board of directors. We had a retreat yesterday, and man, what an amazing time we had. I want to thank all of those who have been on the board before in the past. Many of you are here, and just know that the light that shines brightly as each of you just has us all as a current board be lifted and guided by your presence. We took those surveys that you guys did a few months ago, and we've come up with some goals. You'll hear about them at our next town hall, but we came up with 3 tangible goals. And I took the surveys and came up with 3 of my own. Ask me about it later. Our affirmation for today, we have 2 of them because they're just so powerful. And I'd like us to say them both together. Can we say them together, please? I am being a genuine friend from my heart. And I am creating heart connections with my friends. Let's say that again, please. I am being a genuine friend from my heart. I am creating heart connections with my friends. So just take those words in and notice the hands of the children, that they are all connected. They're different colors, different shapes and sizes, and they created this heart, these heart connections for us to see. And imagine just for a moment that you're being a friend. Imagine being a friend. And take that space, that knowingness into your heart. Remember the friend that we brought up during the meditation time, that friend that you love and appreciate so much. Bring that person to your mind right now again. And know that it's vibrating from your heart, that feeling, that experience that we're all having right now, moving through every cell of our body, radiating out from our beingness to fill this entire space with appreciation and friendship. And if you have closed your eyes like I did, let's open them one more time and say our affirmations again. Together, please. I am being a genuine friend from my heart. I am creating a heart connection with my friends. And so it is, and so we let it be. Us. Amen. All right. Thank you. And now it is time for our love offerings, tithes, and gifts. So when we give love offerings, we give it from a place of love, a place of joy and appreciation, but we give it from a sense of also already getting. So in this service today, I'm guessing that some of you have already been giving and receiving, yes? Receiving what it looks like to be friends and being a friend. Creating this vibration that feels so good, you just want to sleep here. You wish it was so yummy that you want to just eat it, right? But you can't. But you can take it in, though, and experience it. And so in our love offering, it's another way of us giving. So we can keep coming back and keep coming back more and more and more throughout the years. So we have our love offering blessing that I invite us to say it together. Together, please. Divine love as me blesses and multiplies all that I give and all that I receive. Thank you, God. You are my source. Yes, yes it is. Mm-hmm.
Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on. Whoa, no, it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. So just call on me, brother, when you need a hand. Oh, we all need somebody to lean on. We just might have a problem that you'll understand. Oh, we all need somebody to lean on. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your strength. I'll help you carry on. Oh, no, it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. So just call on me, sister, when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. Oh, we just might have a problem that only you can understand. We all need somebody to lean on. Lean on me, oh, when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. Yeah, I'll help you carry on. Oh, no, it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Amen.
Yes, having somebody to lean on. Yes. Woo, lean on me. Yes, so I guess you're wondering, what does Gandhi have to say? Let me turn him upside down. Oh, well, it's upside down. Hey, Gandhi. Yeah. So what Gandhi has to say via my check is, be the change wait, where is it? Be the change you wish to see in the world. Yes. Be the change. That's us. Be the change, right? Yes. Be the change by being a friend. Oh, there we go. Okay, so you guys can, here, come stand right here. Let me show you. Just stand right here. There you go. And yes, there we go. I hear the sound. Yep. Rubbing our hands together. Having that energy that comes from within us, that love and appreciation. And you could actually imagine, like a mime, what it feels like to make a ball of it. What about making a heart with it? And sending that heart, that energy out into the world to bless everyone. As we bless this money substance, God, the good, omniscience, we are so grateful for this moment that we've shared, these moments, this hour, this time. We're so grateful for all of those who have come today, those who have watched us live streaming. We give great thanks for the tithes, gifts, and love offerings given here and out in the live streaming cyber universe. We give great thanks for all of us as we go about our week, looking and knowing and appreciating the friends that we have and those that we're yet to have. We give thanks for the celebration team and Ms. Sally Dosage Bloom for being back among us. Yay! We give thanks for all of those who are here and those who are not able to be here today. We just lift each other up. We hold each other's hand. But we know that it takes us to change the world. We are the change that we are wishing to see. And so we let it be. And so it is. Amen. All right then. Thank you. Okay. And now we have our children's blessing. We'll say that, and the children don't have to come up. We're just going to say our blessing here amongst each other. Let's say it to them together. We bless our children wherever they are, and we see them surrounded by love and light throughout the week. We have a thriving, expanded youth and family ministry. Yes. And our prayer for protection: the light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us, the power of God protects us, and the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. And the peace song, everybody.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as creator, family. 'Cause family, 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 fam
Sophia. Sophia.